Yeah,
and our finals match is underway. Here we go. Finals of the Full Grip Games League Cup. We've got Tony Herrera on the right with Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX, and Joro on the left with Ethan's Typhlosion featuring Pidgeot. Starting the game off strong with an Arven on his first turn, going second. Tony with a quick 1-2 pass, bench Monkey Dory, rescue board on the active Snorunt, and passing it over to Joe.
Yeah, the Buddy Poffin here. Gonna get you that Pidgeot, probably gonna grab another a Cyndaquil. And you'd hope to have an energy with this, because then you're sitting in a very, very good spot. You have a guaranteed Ethan's next turn. So we'll see how this shakes out. There's the attachment.
He's got the Vessel.
The one-of Vessel, yeah.
So you can play Earthen Vessel, go grab a couple of Fire Energy out of the deck, and that means that Joe is going to accelerate a Pidgeotto and a Quilava into play on turn 1. And then I see an Ultra Ball in hand too, so we'll have an opportunity to use Ultra Ball, get Pidgeot, and then we're kind of just off to the races, dude. Yes. It's all coming together here for Joe.
Yeah, Tony not having... The biggest thing about this board is no Impidimp. You got no threat of a Grimmsnarl coming in this next turn. No threat of even a Morgrim. So, I mean, I bet the best Tony can do this turn is probably go like TM Evo. And, I mean, there's an Arven, so we're probably going to see some form of acceleration here. But, you know, not getting any Impidimps down turn 1 is always just... It's brutal.
Yeah, not great. In a situation like this, it kind of just feels like you went second, right? Like technically, but then your opponent is starting with a very strong board going first, right? It's like, yeah, you went first, but really you're starting to turn behind because Tony couldn't play a supporter turn 1 going first per the rules of the Pokemon TCG. So has to play a little catch up now, and no better card to do that than Secret Box, which requires that you discard 3 cards from your hand, but it allows you to get one of each type of trainer from your deck into your hand. You can get 1 tool card, 1 item card, 1 supporter card, and 1 stadium. And the stadiums are particularly strong in the Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck, as you have access to both the Spikemuth Gym and the Artisan, both of which can search out Pokemon. So lots of options to spam Pokemon into play this turn.
Yeah, there's the Secret Box coming down. Going to get rid of an Arven, the Fez, and I believe that's a TM Evo. So, I mean, not terrible resources. It's better than getting rid of a Research and an Iono, but... You know, resources, you don't feel great spending this early in the game, but that's the trade-off of being able to search out 4 incredibly powerful trainers from your deck.
You know what, Cole? At the beginning of the day, I was saying, you know, do I think Ethan's Typhlosion can top 32 Worlds? Maybe it can.
You think so?
Maybe it can. Maybe I'm starting to be a believer, dude. I think at the beginning of the day, I was a little bit of a hater, but like now, I really like Azul's Pidgeot build. I think it's exactly what the deck needs to be. It's a powerful single prize attacker, but you've got the backbone of a great consistency engine with Pidgeot and Fez to back it up. So the question is, will any top players actually entrust their Worlds run with it?
Yeah,
that is the question, right?
You're putting a lot on the deck. I feel like it's a pretty consistent deck. You've got such a great built-in. You've got 2 engines. You got the Bound by the Journey ability on the Quilava, and then Quick Search of Pidgeot. So you're able to see so many cards. But the people have just been saying like you have such a bad Gardevoir matchup, because Gardevoir is one of those decks that can just really easily trade single prizes into you while it's knocking out your most crucial Pokemon, whereas you're just knocking out the baby single prizers who already have damage on them. Like, you have no way to manipulate slightly more damage onto those those
Joltik
Pokemon.
Box can also be tough if they speed out a Iron Hands into play.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. We're gonna
Let's
see.
see. Joe has got the Quilava online now with
He is bonded or adventure.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the
wrong
translated
scan,
version.
wrong scan. Sorry, chatters, wrong scan. Bonded by the Journey.
There we
Excuse me, is
go.
the one that we're looking for. The Ethan's Quilava. Let's I have too many Ethan's Quilava cards on my computer apparently. And here we go.
There we go.
That's better.
Joe Rowe, bonded by the Journey. It's gonna be able to get. He's got 2 Ethan's Adventure in the discard right now, so. And we see a. Oh wow, he's got the Typhlosion, so we're gonna see a knockout onto this. This Impidimp, which is huge, as well as like the Pidgeot coming in this turn.
Oh yeah, dude, it's all happening.
It's happening right now for
It's
Typhlosion.
happening. If Joe could like have crafted his turn 1, turn 2, like in his brain, and
this might be it.
this would be exactly what you want. The ideal board state. When you're going and trying to convince all of your friends of how good Ethan's Typhlosion is, this is exactly how you draw it up. You're like, oh yeah, I just go turn 1 Arven TM Evo, turn 2 I've got Typhlosion, I've got Pidgeot, I've got the whole gang here. I've got
And you got a Buddy Poffin for 2 more Cyndaquil. Like it's going great.
for sure. There's some great prizes. Great prizes for today's winners and top finishers as well here at Full Grip Games. First place is $225 store credit plus the League Cup Champion playmat. Second place, $150 store credit. Top 4 got $100 store credit. Top 8, $50 store credit. So $225 store credit. Cole, what are you getting with $225 store credit to Full Grip Games?
Oh man, I've been thinking about it while I'm here. I'm probably gonna get some pieces for a few more standard decks because I'm planning on going to Pittsburgh Regionals.
Joe, let's go.
Maybe Milwaukee. We'll see how school works into that. But then I am using probably the $230 I have left to go crazy on some retro cards.
Oh, let's go. That's right.
Or I might just save. Oh, you know what? I'll probably save it for the Rayquaza set.
Dude, bankroll it. Dude, the Rayquaza set.
It's coming out soon.
True.
Once we get Emerald Break back in standard. Oh, we do see the Gravity Mountain coming down.
Now, is this a little preemptive?
I was gonna say it's a bit early.
I understand why he's doing it. I think he's trying to deny Tony like a fast Grimmsnarl here.
You just Ionoed him before.
5, 6? Why would he go to 4?
6.
Yeah,
My bad.
it's all good.
Too many numbers today. Yeah, putting them to 6, and then they already play 4 stadiums. And we're just gonna see a Buddy Blast for knockout.
Yeah, Buddy
How
Blast.
can-
Joe taking the lead in the Typhlosion Grimmsnarl matchup. That's pretty crazy. Taking the early lead.
Yeah, getting rid of your one Gravity Mountain here. I don't like it.
I really think the Gravity Mountain is like maybe a higher value card than just something to toss out on a whim.
Yeah, so much of I feel like a lot of standard, at least before, well, still now, bumping stadiums has become sort of it's become a lot more integral than it was maybe a few sets ago because of Area Zero, because of Spike Myth, things that are so specific for certain decks. And Gravity Mountain, I feel like, is one of those combo cards you're just gonna slam down when you're taking a knockout on a big 2-prizer, not to kind of just bump a Spike Myth.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out for him. If Joe denies the Morgrim or the Grimmsnarl, then he's a genius. So
then you just know
then
stuff we don't.
I'll admit defeat and say, all right, Joe, you were goated with the call there, for sure.
I do see an Iono at least.
And there is Grimmsnarl in hand, but no rare candy.
That we're just gonna burn. Not getting a second Impidimp seems interesting, but it's possible the third one was prized. So an Iono to 6. If we don't see rare candy Grimmsnarl or at least a Morgrim, it's looking kind of rough. And we do see Joe drawing into the secret box.
Ultra Ball there is going to allow a Morgrim to come into play.
Well, there's Frostlass.
Frostlass will ping just a single damage counter onto Pidgeot between turns.
And we're just going to go into the Monkey Dory and pass?
Doesn't feel great. But there you go. No Morgrim down. And does Joe have boss in? I mean, Joe's got boss.
Yeah, he drew boss.
Joe's got boss for sure. Holy crap, dude. This Ethan's Typhlosion's going to start bullying the Grimmsnarl deck off the board.
No, yeah, I mean, especially even with Quick Search, like, you're still going to just be... That's a Scoop Go Game 2 moment if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, dude, like, Joe's got boss in hand, so he doesn't even have to Quick Search for it, because he's got it right here.
I hope we're not playing that Ethan's.
I don't think so. I think he's just getting it just to get it. He's got the boss right here.
Play that boss,
yeah,
Joe.
Yeah, you just let her rip on that Impidimp. Why the heck not? Yeah, dude. Yeah.
There we go.
A single Impidimp. Yeah, that thing's gone.
There we go.
And
taking the knockout.
Joe taking another knockout. Ethan's Typhlosion marching down to 4 prizes remaining. Another damage counter pings because of the Frostlass Freezing Shroud ability. Joe making a convincing statement here in game 1 as Tony is on his heels trying to figure out how to get back in this game.
Yeah, you're going to need a Super Rod, going to need some Night Stretchers. And I mean, Joe just has Pidgeot active, so you're going to be able to just search out for another boss this next turn. So, I mean, 2 Impidimp would be ideal here, but it's looking kind of rough.
Yeah, and there might be an Impidimp prize too, which might have been why there was only 1 Impidimp that went down last turn. We'll see here if there is another one in the deck.
Yeah, that's my theory right now.
That is my theory as well, as I think it's just a 3-2-2 line, right?
For the Impidimps, yes.
Yes, is a 3-2-2. So I suspect that 1 is prized, or else you just get down 2 Impidimp last turn, right? Like, because there was an Artisan in play, you had 1, and he didn't get another one. So, so Tony has to figure out how to get these Impidimp back, like now, because 1 of them didn't show up to work. 1 is in the prizes. The other 2 are in the discard pile.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
No, yeah, things are getting out of hand as this Ethan's Typhlosion is just bullying Tony before he can set up a single Grimmsnarl. And that is not usually the way it goes. Usually Grimmsnarl is the one that's able to pop a quick Grimmsnarl into play.
And just start going. We do see the Arven going to grab TM Evo and potentially a Night Stretcher or a Super Rod. It's got to be some form of recovery, but the thing is you've used the Artisan already, so you can't Super Rod 2 back in, get 1 out, and then potentially Nest Ball for the other to make the play really safe. You're just...
Right, because ideally you'd want 2 down. If you put 1 down, you run the risk of your opponent just using boss again. Joe does only have 2 boss in his deck.
Yes.
So it is possible that Joe's got another boss lying in wait. It's just not great. At a certain point, I guess Tony's already used the Artisan, so can't even use this. Oh, so then I hate the use of that Artisan. I hate the use of this Artisan because Tony could have used the Rod and then used Artisan Nest Ball to go get 2
Yeah,
Impudence, right?
and
Like that's
secure
kind of like what
2.
you had to do.
We could also see. Oh no, I was gonna say you could grab the Fez and try and bank on pulling a Buddy Poffin, but I guess we're just gonna be living with
You
the
can't
one
do that,
Impidimp.
bro, because then that would be 6 bench spots.
That's true. I can't count. Are we gonna see a TM Evo? I mean, 2 Frostlass in play seems like if you're Joe, you really got to step on the gas at that point because the Qualavas only have 100 HP. Your Pidgeot's gonna be on a ticking counter, taking 20 in between turns.
I do think that, yeah, this is interesting, right? And I don't totally disagree with Tony's line here. Getting 2 Impidimps might have been nice, but getting 2 Frostlass also makes things interesting because now you're playing like okay, I don't have any 2 prizers in play. You're taking 1 prize at a time. I am starting to accrue damage counters, not just on you, but also on me. And then I can use Monkey Dories to move those damage counters off. Maybe at some point down the line, Tony is able to weave in a TM Devo and make magic happen, right?
Yeah.
Like take out Pidgeot, TM Devo. Like this is by no means over. Tony just has to kind of, continue making some heads up plays, and Joe needs to protect his board as much as he can. But the real X factor is that picnic basket that Joe plays, dude.
Yeah, that picnic basket's crazy.
Joe plays a picnic basket, and that is a tech specifically for this matchup. Can also really help against Dragapult. Joe was able to beat Dragapult in top 8. So the picnic basket, I'm sure, has been a really clutch tech for him throughout the day. 9 players showed up with Marnie's Grimmsnarl and 2 Dragapult in the field today, and you can see him eyeing up that picnic basket right now off of the secret box.
Yeah, that'd be that's like not a bad item to get here. I mean, you don't really need a Buddy Poffin to establish your board. You've got a pretty great board setup here. And yeah, I mean, if you're Joe, my line of thinking goes immediately just boss down that Morgrim and force Tony to play this game going off of these Frostlass and Monkey Dory pings rather than a Grimmsnarl, because once you set up a Grimmsnarl, then you kind of have to shift your game plan. But
it looks like it is boss and picnic basket.
it's the picnic basket.
Heal 30 from everything. That is just pain.
Yeah, the picnic basket healing from your opponent's Pokemon is always so brutal. Like, I mean, with 2 Frostlass in play, it's kind of fine for Tony, because you're going to be moving 50 damage instead of 60, but still.
I think I'm okay with... Yeah, I don't mind bossing down the Morgrim. It just gives you like yet another turn to build up the 4 Ethans, 1-hit KO. I think he's only got 2 Ethans in the discard pile right now, so...
It's 2 or... I'm pretty sure it's 3? I'm not 100% sure. I thought I saw 2 full arts and then the... Yeah, it's 3 right now. There's the 2 full arts, and then off of the secret box, he did use... Yeah, there's the... Oh, wait. No, I might...
There's a third. All right.
Did he not have 3 full arts in Swiss? Am I crazy?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but there's the Brave Bengal going on to the active.
And the bench.
Oh, yeah.
3 Ethans in the discard pile, so that means that Buddy Blast
We're
is
doing a lot of damage.
blasting off for, 220 damage?
Yep.
That's quite a bit.
And I do like evolving into the other Ethan's Typhlosion, just having
200.
your only Pokemon with abilities on the field being Pidgeot.
Have I been doing math all wrong all day? Is it 2? No, it does 280 when you have...
Yeah, 280.
Yeah. Yep. And then 200. Yep. No, I'm fried. Okay, cool. Yeah. 220 damage for the knockouts. And Joe's got 3 prizes left. Tony able to get another Impid Imp down quickly. And
is it going to be enough?
yeah, does have the option to use Adrenabrain, move some damage counters around. This Pheasantipity coming down on the bench is more or less safe because Joe has used both of his boss's orders now, so probably doesn't have that available to him. If Tony is, if Tony is gonna sneak this dub, he's gonna have to do it by just kind of like disrupting Joe in a way that his deck can't handle, right? Like somehow nixing the Pidgeot eventually with like a Devolution, using Monkey Dory damage with the Frostlass and kind of just buying enough time, counter-catching things. Yeah.
That's one way.
Try to be annoying.
I mean, the Typhlosion deck only plays 6 energy. That's not a whole lot. But it's just enough to kind of get by because Buddy Blast only being used for 1 energy is pretty darn powerful.
Yeah, I don't know that it's tough, right? Because you have to like put at least some of these onto Pidgeot, but then a Grimmsnarl at this point is close to getting knocked out by Typhlosion, but it's not guaranteed. So
yeah, I think what Joe needs to do this next turn is, for one, find an energy to retreat and get the Cyndaquil out of the active. But then the other thing is to just kind of proof his board against any way to get like cheesed by not having a knockout on a Grimmsnarl. So if you can get like the Victini down, or I don't know, maybe another Cyndaquil or something, like it'll be very hard.
I don't think you want Victini in play.
Oh, probably not. You're right.
that just seems like a free prize.
Yeah, that's a free
prize card for Tony. Yeah, no, I'm not sure I'd be benching that thing.
The thing is, I don't see a way for like Tony can't knock out 2 Typhlosion here. No matter what, one of them's going to be swinging into a theoretical Grimmsnarl that he might have this next turn. He also may just continue. He's probably just going to continue to push these 1 prizers. So, yeah, Joe just going to be able this turn probably to go up 2 prizes to Tony's 6.
And Tony does need to start thinking about time, as
52 minutes on the clock right now.
These games can go kind of long. It looks like our judge, Michael, was able to identify maybe there's an extra damage counter placed on the Pidgeots. There were only Adrenabrain only used for 5 damage counters last turn, not 6.
Mm-hmm. Do see not going to play the Night Stretcher. Opting for the Arven instead, so could go grab the Air Balloon in the deck. Not too sure what item you get. Could get the redeemable ticket if there's a 4th Ethan's prized.
I think I see that. Yeah, Ethan's in the deck.
Well,
no,
the
there it is. You can't grab the. Wait.
Quick searching for it.
How did he quick search and then? How is that? Oh, quick searching for it. All right, I think we're quick searching for it. All right.
Sure.
And now, with that final Ethan's in hand, I mean, all Joe needs to do is get that into the discard pile, and he can ensure that he will be taking 1-hit KOs on any Grimmsnarl that makes its way onto this board. And he does have Ultra Ball in hand, so that 4th Ethan's Adventure will be in the discard pile. And that means that these Ethan's Typhlosion are cranking out 280 base damage with the Brave Bengal, that's 310 to Marnie's Grimmsnarl, and Tony has 2 Frostlass in play. So, yeah, with 2 Frostlass in play, then those Grimmsnarl are going to be eating damage counters, or I guess one Frostlass. One Frostlass in play now. The Grimmsnarl is still going to be eating a damage counter between turns, so will not be able to survive the Ethan's Typhlosion Buddy Blast, which is just on board. I mean, that is on board right now. Ethan's Typhlosion, guaranteed 310 damage on board. So that is going to be tough.
Oh, we're going to see the Rare Candy come out.
First Grimmsnarl of this game 1 of the finals.
Yeah, okay, the damage has been fixed on the Pidgeot. And okay, we're all good on damage.
Yep.
I'm going to see 2 energy come down. It's not looking great.
No, I think Tony is kind of out of lines. I don't see it, because if you Devo, you put the Typhlosions right back to hand. There's no way to get them out of the hand while also devolving them. There's no way to get them out of the hand and out of the board. They're just there. They're there.
Yeah,
they're doing too much damage. You've got all 6 prizes to take. The Monkey Dory, you could, like, even if you say you Monkey Dory 6 damage counters onto 1 Typhlosion this turn,
the math is
math isn't get there
enough,
because you have to Diva. Like, the only way that you could rid the board of both Typhlosions is to pull off a Devolution play. But really, the Picnic Basket kind of helped to, like, slow that thing down earlier, and now it's just not really an option.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think there's really a line for Tony at this point. If he swings with the Grimmsnarl, he loses on board. If you send up Monkey Dory and Devo now,
I mean, Joe's got 2 prizes left. You're just kind of delaying the inevitable, though. Like,
right.
If if you Monkey 6 this turn onto a Typhlosion, you're still going to be wasting Devo. And I don't think the math can stack up for you to take 2 prizes with Shadow Bullet. Like, you can't knock out both Typhlosion with that. Plus, there's a third Quilava on the bench. We're just going to see a hard retreat. But now, I don't know how Tony's going to get energy onto this Grimmsnarl to attack.
Nah, it's just it's delaying the inevitable. Yeah.
I mean, okay, you're knocking out this Quilava this turn through Devo,
taking 2 prizes, but then
and you've Iono'd him, so there's some cope there, but
again, like, the inevitability of both Typhlosion, right?
Yeah, Typhlosion just has too much HP, I think.
It does. Right.
Because we're just going to see Joe evolve both of these Typhlosions right back up. And I don't see a way for Tony to stop Joe taking 2 prizes these next 2 turns.
No, it's this train just cannot be stopped. There's no way that Tony can rid Joe's board of both of these Typhlosion. It's just not happening. They both have energy attached. They both have Brave Bengal attached. There's just it's the inevitability is really just kind of like setting in for the board. Typhlosion is just doing way too much damage, and Tony was way too slow getting this game started. There's no Pokemon that Tony can put into the active spot that will survive a hit this next turn. So Joe will advance to 1 prize remaining with this next Buddy Blast, but it's the inevitability is just here. This is the board state that you strive for at the end of a game. 2 prizes left, right? And it just doesn't matter what you do. Just you announce Buddy Blast, and there's nothing that Tony can do in his deck to deal with this board state.
Yeah, even a third, or well, I guess now a second Monkey even with an energy switch, like it's just too slow. And there's no energy switch in the deck, but yeah, it's not looking great.
No, Tony's still digging, looking, trying to rack his brain to figure out if there's any like win condition that he's missing. But
there we go.
There is the scoop, and Joe now just a single game away from winning this League Cup with Ethan's Typhlosion. Tony is able to make his way through top 8 and top 4. Grimmsnarl mirrors both of them. But Joe had the perfect setup in this finals game so far, and really got to show what that Typhlosion deck is capable of. And I'm sure he'll be hoping the game 2 goes just as smoothly.
Yeah, I mean, Tony's turn 1 just kind of... It was such a brutal turn 1, having your opponent get... Did he get the secret box turn 1 that game? Did Joe get a secret box turn 1?
No.
I don't think so, because he played it in the mid game. He just got such a great...
No, he just went turn 1 Arven.
Yeah.
Turn 1 Arven, TM Evo. I mean, that's all it was. It wasn't like flashy. It was just turn 1 Arven, TM Evo. Now, Tony missed the turn 1 Impidim drop.
Yes, that's what I think really...
Which slowed it down. And then Joe was able to get a turn 2 Pidgeot, turn 2... turn 2 Pidgeot, turn 2 Typhlosion, right? And that's just could be a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tony was unable to get a quick Grimmsnarl, and things just kind of snowballed from there.
So we see both players shuffling up. I assume Tony's going to want to go second this game. Going second with Grimmsnarl is just much, much better. You get access to TM Evo, your supporters. You can go Budu if you need to. That's a card we haven't seen much today. We haven't seen a lot of Budu.
No, we have not. No, we have not. Not a ton.
Probably with a lack of Dragapult.
All right, another mulligan from Joe.
That was the best hands. You always got to mulligan them.
I know, dude.
So Secret Box and Artisan and Arven.
So Tony going to start with a mulligan assisted opening hand. I do see a Buddy Buddy Poffin in Tony's hand. That's always a good sign. And again, Joe, if you're Joe here, crossing your fingers and saying, please, Ethan's Adventure, do not be prized. Not too many.
Yeah, you really want to get like it. There's
Victini,
there's Victini,
start.
so, and 2 Buddy Poffins, so there's at least a basic.
Pidgey start.
Oh, Pidgey start for sure here. You can call for family if you want.
Yeah,
Victini's just a liability, I feel.
For sure. Victini will get melted by that Frostlass if Tony decides to put that in play, which I suspect that he will. And here we go. Looks like Joe playing first does have an Ethan's Adventure and Buddy Buddy Poffin in that opening hand.
Yeah, top deck's the Ethan's Adventure there, so Joe for sure will be out to the races here. Gonna get 2 Typhlosion or 2 Cyndaquil, I presume. But
Joe saying, I don't even need to prize check my Ethans, bro.
No, you don't. Why would you need to?
I don't even.
You got the ticket.
He's saying they're either there or they're not. He said, yeah. He said, Typhlosion, take the wheel. I don't even need to know. I don't even need to know if my Ethan's Adventures are prized. They're either there or they're not.
We do see the energy going down onto the active here. I don't hate it. It lets you call for family next turn potentially if you want to. And hard retreat, but
I think I prefer the energy being on a Cyndaquil.
yeah, I think so too. You've get like Pidgeotto has free retreat. You got Air Balloon if you really, really need to, but yeah, I think
Pidgeotto and Pidgeot both have free retreat. That fire energy could end up stranded on the Pidgey.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could attack with Pidgeot for 120, discard a Stadium potentially. That knocks out a Monkey Dory.
Does knock out
But
Monkey Dory.
I think if you're swinging with Pidgeot at some point in these games, you might be falling too far behind. We do see the Buddy Poffin getting the Snow Run, so Tony's gonna opt to go with the Frostlass route again.
It looks like Tony is also eyeing up a secret box. What's in the secret box anyway?
I don't know. Both these decks playing secret box, just proving it's one of the best cards in standard. Probably, dare I say, the best ace spec right now?
The best ace spec? Maybe so. Secret box is kind of not. I think with like the prevalence of Arven in the format, secret box is probably just one of, if not the best ace spec. Yeah. Arven for secret box is kind of just a crazy play. Being able to just turn your Arvens into like wild cards that can just go get anything is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm partial to prime catcher, but you know, I mean, Arven for secret box. Here we go.
That has proven to be quite the play.
I mean, if Tony's got an energy here, that's for sure at least an Evo into Morgrim play. And so, yeah, the secret box probably going to grab all the pieces that he needs to kind of string together this perfect turn one.
And let's see, secret box certainly going to want. Yeah, the TM Evo would be hype here. But can he get it? He's discarded a TM Evo. Does he have the energy in hand?
Yeah, no, it's also it always could be the possibility that you just prize the other. Oh, can't grab 2 items.
You cannot grab 2 items. No, you cannot.
Can always prize the other TM Evo, and that's always really brutal. Could just be a misstep here from Tony. Looks like no tool coming down.
No tool grab there. Does grab Nest Ball, get another monkey, and it's got the
Spike Myth for the second impotent. Okay.
Yeah.
But no Evo.
No, see, and that's the thing. Like, decided to keep the TM Devo
instead
over
of
the TM Evo, and I just disagree with that play. Because now
rough.
you've got that TM Evo. You just discarded it. Like, you had that, and you decided to keep TM Devo instead. I really don't like that decision from Tony. I want to see Tony just kind of focus in on his game, play his game, evolve up those Morgrim, and just say, I'm coming in hot with Typhlosion, and I'm coming in hot with Grimmsnarl. I'm gonna put the pressure on your Typhlosions. I'm gonna bet that you prized, an Ethans or two, and yeah. So, so I think Tony kind of didn't effectively use the secret box there. I don't think the secret box really. I think the secret box was actually like worse to play. Like, he Arvened and then wasted a bunch of resources to not really get anything.
Yeah, you got, I think, an Impidimp and a Monkey Dory off of that.
Doesn't feel terribly strong, no.
Yeah, with no TM Evo, it's really rough. The other really unfortunate thing about that, he also didn't grab the rescue board, which probably means that's prized as well.
For sure.
So now you're going to have to spend an energy retreating this Monkey Dory, while Joe is going to live the life of a king here, just get fully set up here.
Oh, yeah. Ethan's Adventure. Loved Ethan's Adventure for...
Oh, we might just see an attack this turn.
Nah.
Or wait, did he evolve? Oh, no, he evolved the Quilava this turn.
He did, yeah.
Poke for 40? It seems terrible.
Gravity Mountain.
The Gravity Mountain coming out really early.
Not going to matter, though. I think, Joe showed that he's got the Brave Bengals.
The Bengals are...
And then Tony also is insistent on putting Frostlass into play. So, like, for me, it's like, okay, if my opponent is just, like, kind of showing that they do not care...
are we gonna don't combustion?
I mean, you shouldn't combustion.
Oh,
I don't know where that fire energy is going.
Yeah.
Discard pile is retreated from the Pidgey. Now, I understand Joe wanting to protect the Pidgey, but
I think Call for Family is fine here.
Yeah, I really don't like sacking a Quilava, though.
Oh, and he passed.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, to me that's a little confusing.
Yeah, and
I understand the value of a Pidgey, but you could just always recover Pidgey and just
Yeah.
like get it back out, right?
Something interesting though, TM Devo here is gonna kind of go hard because unless Joe can find a rare candy, that prevents another turn of attacking. And I mean, if Tony can kind of get this amazing setup, if you can just get 2 Morgrim down, I think you're in a really good spot to just swing with Grimmsnarls and potentially take over this game.
I know, but imagine if Tony used Team Evo and had 2 Morgrim in play and then just went
That's also
Grimmsnarl and then
true.
just like instead of Devo and was like just taking knockouts, you know?
That'd be great.
Like that's kind of what I'm envisioning here. All right, so TM Devolution did put both those Quilava back into Joe's hands, so now he's going to re-evolve them, which means that he cannot evolve them into Typhlosion this turn.
But it means he's bonded by the journey.
Oh, they are bonded by the journey for sure, and we'll see what the prize situation is. Are we going for a redeemable ticket this game? Are we what are we doing here with this Arven?
I think at this point you just gotta play the slow TM Evo game. You get a Pidgeotto.
Oh yeah, just
Probably
do that,
just
right?
get the benched one up to a Typhlosion.
Bro, I'm getting a Pidgeotto and I'm getting an Evo and an Ultra Ball, and then you get Pidgeotto in play, and then you say, all right, next turn I'm Ultra Balling for Pidgeot, and we're going, right?
Yeah, and I would like to see. Oh, I don't. Okay, I wonder if he's gonna evolve to Pidgeotto and then.
I think he's
going
gonna go straight to Pidgeot.
I don't.
I think
guess
that plays
it's fine.
fine.
I guess it's fine.
It's better even because if Tony has Boss with Grimmsnarl, he can knock out the Pidgeotto. But
yeah, worrying about the Pidgeotto getting knocked out. But I think if I were Tony, I'd be targeting down just these Quilavas because, I mean, we saw from the last game, if you just get too many Typhlosion into play, it becomes kind of unstoppable.
that's true. That's true.
But last game, Tony didn't have Monkey Dories to work with, and he didn't have damage counters to kind of spread around. Oh, we're gonna see. Okay, Ultra Ball for the Quilava.
Now this is strange.
I don't love this because it puts more damage counters onto your side. Oh, unless we see. Okay, if we see. Okay, I understand his vision. I don't love it, but I understand it. I like going straight into the 2 Typhlosions. Oh, is there just the one?
Yeah,
Oh,
now I'm not
okay,
getting.
now
I'm
I-
not getting
now
it,
I'm
bro.
not on
I'm
board
not
at
getting
all.
it.
Is there a second? Okay, we got a second one.
All right. Okay.
I kind of get it. Don't love it.
Okay. So the TM Evo. I'm wondering, are like both Pidgeotto prized? To me, it felt very strong to go get Pidgeotto with the Ultra Ball and then TM Evo that up to a Pidgeot.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Joe is playing an incredibly thin Pidgeot line, playing a 2-1-2, and only playing 1 rare candy.
Well, he had to find room for the picnic basket somewhere, and I bet you it's the Pidgeotto. I bet you it's the
Probably.
freaking Pidgeotto, dude. I literally bet.
I'd cut a Typhlosion.
It's got to be because I think that Azul is already playing 3 Typhlosion.
Well,
So,
Joe's on 4.
oh, all right. Well then, okay. So Joe is playing a list that's not exactly like Azul's.
No, it's definitely not like Azul's.
Okay, because Azul's list had 3 Typhlosion and Joe's has 4.
You can live with 3 Typhlosion for sure.
For sure, yes. But I think you said Joe is playing a 2-1-2 Pidgeot line.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'd rather play a 2-2-2 and a 4-4-3
Yeah.
than what Joe's got going out right now, which is a 2-1-2 and a 4-4-4.
Yes. Okay, that's interesting, right? Because that is another slight deviation from Azul's list, which is cool to see Joe, out here doing his own thing.
I respect it.
For sure.
In
It
the
makes
age
it
of,
makes things less predictable because
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what's happening. So that is kind of fun.
Tony eyeing up an Ultra Ball here. Gonna grab 3rd Monkey Dory. And without a Spike Myth, I don't know. I don't see unless he's got a Grimmsnarl in hand. But I also don't hate just kind of slowing this down. We're gonna see 4 damage go onto the. Oh. How are we doing this? Okay, 2 on the Pidgey. Oh, and a rare Candy Grimmsnarl. Okay, so Tony's gonna start the prize trade here. Knock out this Quilava and the Pidgey on the bench, I imagine.
I'm feeling like Joe's cooked. He's got an Iono in hand. Never mind.
Many?
He's
Wait,
fine.
how many?
He's
How
fine.
many? How many Ethans we got? How many are we looking
2.
at? Oh, and we're not bonded by the journey anymore.
No, there's no journey bonding going on. Doesn't feel great.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, Grimmsnarl coming up into the active. Shadow Bullet's going to be wreaking some havoc. Double knockout for Tony. Okay.
30 minutes left in this game too. And yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Now the Frostlass working very much in Tony's favor here.
Yeah, Freezing Shroud, placing those damage counters. And there is definitely a non-zero chance that Joe just whiffs this energy too.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, like, very easily. I would... Ed does not find the energy, like I said.
Scoop?
Yeah, so if I'm Joe here, I'm Scooper-Rooney.
Scooping it up. I
Yep.
mean, you could try and go Fez, but that's a 2-prize liability that's going to get eaten alive by these 3 Monkey Dory plus Grimmsnarl plus Frostlass. So, oh, jeez.
And it's like, it's tough because you have to Ultra Ball for the Fez, right? But then, like, you'd want the Ultra Ball to maybe not even doing that. Yeah, it feels like at this point. Oh, that was Artisan, not Ultra Ball.
Yeah, you Ultra Ball for the Fez here.
It just feels like the win routes are getting narrower and narrower as you've only got 2 Ethans.
Oh, he's benching a Pidgey too?
2 Ethans in the discard pile. Right, Pidgey, literally the Pidgey is just a free prize at this point.
Yeah, that's not looking great.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a pass?
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, Tony about to go pop off
yeah,
here.
You're living the dream right now. You've got
yeah, dude.
your ideal board setup. You've got a Morgrim on the bench that's not taking any damage.
Yup. I mean, literally...
If you can get off 3 Monkey Dory this turn, you can knock out the Cyndaquil on the bench instead of the... Well, yeah, you knock out the Cyndaquil every time. You know that Joe doesn't have a super viable out to Pidgeot here. And you just knock out this Typhlosion plus another Cyndaquil. Like, yeah.
Yep. Here we go. Another Punk up. Another Grimmsnarl built up. This is feeling like the point of inevitability. I can't imagine Joe really mounting a comeback. This is looking really nasty. Ethan's Typhlosions are not cranking out nearly enough damage. Not doing any damage because of Joe being energy dry. I think he's down 2 energy already. Had 1 on Pidgey early. Had 1 on the Ethan's Quilava that got knocked out.
We do see an Iono.
And Tony is going to be able to Adrenabrain 3 times this turn, which means that he will get to move all 6 of these damage counters onto his opponent's board. He can go 2-2-2, and he could just knock out a whole Pidgey if he wanted to do that, or he could. I don't.
Yeah, we might just see it right here.
Yeah, I don't mind knocking out the Pidgey. I think that's fine.
Oh, we're gonna.
Putting 2 onto Cyndaquil and then knocking out Pidgey with the effect of Shadow Bullet is kind of like, I think, ideal.
No, we're going to knock out the Cyndaquil with the effect of Shadow Bullet, leave 2 on the Pidgey.
Or are we going to knock out Pidgey with the effect of Shadow Bullet and leave 4 on the Cyndaquil?
Let's see.
Told you.
Oh, yeah.
I freaking told you. Let's go.
I don't know. I'd rather target down the Cyndaquil there.
Why?
Stops a potential grab off of Ethan's.
Yeah, so does Rare Candy Pidgeot.
Yeah, but Rare Candy Pidgeot's a lot slimmer of an odds than just finding 1 Quilava.
I know, but 1 Quilava. I ain't even scared about 1
Here's
Quilava.
the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. You're not
Quilava.
scared at this point. This is an exact flip of what we had earlier.
It is.
Tony is up 2 prizes to Joe's 4. There's the energy.
2 to 6,
but,
bro.
Like, few turns too late. It's
2 to
cooked,
6.
Man. It's cooked.
2 to 6.
Do we see? Oh, we did see the picnic basket this time.
Does not matter now.
It healed the monkeys, I guess, but you can still Adrenabrain.
It just doesn't matter.
It's over.
If Tony can find one more energy,
You find
even
one
with
more energy. You find a
Freezing
gust.
Shroud, it's still, unless Joe evolves up that Cyndaquil on the bench, 3 single Adrenabrain damage counters plus, it'll get there. Plus the Shadow Bullet is still game.
Yeah, it's the time when you pack it up. Go game 3. But yeah, 2 Ethans in the discard, just maybe 3, just not gonna be enough.
Yeah, thank you, Nostalgic Natives, for the Prime sub over on Twitch. Appreciate the support. Thank you. And Joe here, I know, does not want to miss anything, but just 24 minutes left on the clock. You certainly want to give yourself time to finish up game 3. Flip the script, net Joe 3 more cards.
There's a Pidgeot, but Pidgey's gone down.
And then I think Typhlosion is only doing 160 damage.
Yeah, I'd hope Joe can see the writing on the wall here. The individual monkey moves. Tony's got the damage counter stacked up.
Yeah, and that's
We're
it,
packing it
right?
We're going game 3.
Absolutely. All right. Our finals is a game 3 situation, folks. It all comes down to this. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Tony Herrera with the Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck? Or is it going to be Joe Rowe with the Ethan's Typhlosion deck? Game 3 situation. 23 minutes left on the clock. Had just over 30 players, 30 Masters players in attendance, 31 Masters players in attendance for this League Cup today. And it all comes down to this final game. The winner is going to be taking home a cool champion playmat featuring the Ethan's Ho-Oh on it. And also, we'll get $225 store credits to Full Grip Games. Second place, it's $150 store credit to Full Grip Games. Let's see which one of these players is going to emerge victorious. Joe gets to decide who goes first and who goes second. I suspect that he'll choose to go second. Hoping to get the turn 1 TM Evolution, turn 1 Arven.
Yeah. And I mean, not too much time left on the clock here. Probably about, I think, 21 minutes. So, I mean, going into cut here, or going into this final game, if this ends up going down to like a next prize win situation, I don't know. I feel like Joe's deck has the potential to take prizes faster. But I mean, you never know, especially going second here. If there's another situation of, I was going to say Tony not getting an Impidimp, but
yeah, that would have been bad, but it looks like Tony is going to get a turn 1 Impidimp down. That's the dream, so
the threat of just a rare candy Grimmsnarl
it's huge.
It's scary.
Tony could just bully Joe off the board. I've certainly seen it, dude. You just get turn 1 Impidimp down, turn 2 Rare Candy Grim, and it's just like, oh, God. There it goes, right?
Yeah, there is a research in Tony's hand, so there's a Buddy Poffin. I was going to say, if Joe doesn't get too hot of a start, but, I mean, Tony's got some good odds here, and Arven would guarantee it. Secret Box guarantees it. Yeah, I like this. Just grabbing the 2 Cyndaquil, not worrying about the Pidgey right now.
Pidgey's in hand,
it's in
brah.
hand. No need to worry about it. Attached to the active. there's an Arvin. We're going to see a TM Evo. So Joe is definitely going to get into this game.
Oh, yeah, this is a fire start for Joe Rowe with the Arvin. Hopefully that Pidgeotto is in deck this time. So Joe can evolve up through Pidgeotto and get a Pidgeot into play. Pidgeot is certainly a major factor for this Ethan's Typhlosion deck. Its quick search ability has proven to be invaluable for Joe throughout the tournament, just allowing him to select exactly what he needs every turn, and being a just great free retreat, hefty Pokemon on the bench. It's not the easiest guy to knock out either. And at the end of the game, Typhlosion's doing so much damage that it just puts your opponent in these weird positions where they have to decide, like, okay, do I ignore Pidgeot and deal with the attacker who's doing 280 damage, or do I deal with the attacker doing 280 damage and let my opponent just keep that Pidgeot on the bench the whole game? So
I'm going to see the TM Evo come out, grabbing Pidgeotto and Cyndaquil, and I like that Joe grabbed the Ultra Ball. It's going to let him be able to at least discard at least one Ethan's Adventure this next turn. We do see Spikemouth immediately getting used, eyeing up the Grimmsnarl, so that makes me think that Tony has some way to grab Rare Candy Grimmsnarl,
going
which
down.
is pretty spooky.
Yeah, dude.
Eyeing up the Secret Box, probably just an Arvin in hand then.
It's going down right here.
We're going to see both decks kind of rush. We're going to see a mad dash to the finish.
This is what I want to see, dude. This is what I came here for. I want to see both decks pop off. And yes, Tony does have Arvin in hand.
So I'd imagine, that just grabs you the Grimmsnarl.
He's looking at, Spikemouth Jim getting the Grimmsnarl EX. He's looking at Secret Box. I don't know that you necessarily need to play the Secret Box here, but certainly could.
No, you definitely don't need to. You have research in hand. So,
Yep.
Well, you might need it for the rescue board if you don't have an energy in your hand to retreat the Monkey Dory. So, oh wait, no, you get the rescue board off the... Okay, so this is just another... I mean, we'll see if it's an overextension, but I'm going to say overextension right now of the Secret Box right now, because you can sit on this hand for next turn. You got a research. You got an Iono as well.
The thing that the Secret Box does for Tony is that it allows Tony to go get Artisan if he wants to get another Impidimp online. That's like the one thing, I guess, right? Everything else, it does get him the board, but you could have just gotten that with Arvin. The Rare Candy could have just gotten that with Arvin. Supporters in hand already have those.
Yeah, I think
so.
I think you're safe holding on to it. You don't need the Impidimp. There is a very slim chance Joe gets 4 in the discard plus a Brave Bengal.
Plus Victini.
Plus, I think you're fine. So
I think it's a little bit of an overextension from Tony. Didn't need to do all that.
I mean, all that for an extra Impidimp, which I kind of disagree with, but I mean, we'll see how it shakes out. Discarding the Iono, discarding the... it's a
lot of supporters to sack.
This deck, I feel like it relies on just drawing supporters through its game. You've got no onboard draw engine. You've got you've got Fez. That's it. And you're playing such a heavy count of supporters. You're playing like 4 Arvin, 4 Iono, upwards of 4 research to just try and see these supporters and see as many cards in your deck as possible. But we're going to see... I mean, still, Grimmsnarl on turn 2, pretty darn strong. We're going to see 30 go onto the Pidgeotto, so...
Yep, and there, Tony takes the first prize of Game 3. Strong starts. Marnie's Grimmsnarl up and at him.
16 minutes to go.
What can Joe do to respond? We've got the Pidgeotto promotes energy to Ethan's Typhlosion. Pheasantipity coming down.
Gonna see Joe go grab the one Ethan's. I really think you need to get as many in the discard as possible this turn. So I might, like, if you're grabbing the Ethan's to then
Isn't it correct to
discard?
flip the script
I think
first?
I'd flip the script first. Maximize your odds of drawing Ethan's before you Ultra Ball, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Because there's an Ultra Ball in hand. So I do think that you're probably best off. I guess you could make the argument that like I'm going to thin some Pokemon out of my deck but still, I think you're best off flipping first.
Yeah, I agree.
You flip the script first so that you could draw. Maybe if you draw into an Ethan's, then you buddy or bounded by the journey for another one, and then you play an Ethan's and go get another Quilava, and then you bonded by the journey for another one, and then you Ultra Ball 2 away, so then you'll have 3 in the discard pile this turn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're getting to 4.
Yeah, it's really difficult to get to 4.
But you certainly could get 3.
If Joe didn't play the Ethans there, like, I would understand getting the one, because then you Ultra Ball, grab Pidgeot for then a different
Now,
supporter.
I definitely think that Joe should not be using this second bonded by the journey right now, because you want to flip first. You want to flip the script first. So,
yeah, I really think it's really difficult as Joe. You want to set up as much as possible, but it's so tricky. I mean, we're gonna get to Typhlosion's gonna be swinging for 160 here, I believe. No, yes, 160. Which is respectable. You're 2-shotting Grimmsnarl, but of course they've got that Monkey Dory on the bench, and that could offset some of your math. And if you turbo too hard here, you might miss out on knocking it out the next turn. Plus, they're gonna have possibly like another Grimmsnarl coming into play here. So,
the thing is, it is like it was. If Joe has all 4 Ethans in the deck, it like was possible to get all 4 in the discard pile. It was. I mean, I think Joe could have. You give yourself a slight opportunity to maybe hit that, and then you've got the Artisan to guarantee the Victini. So I mean, like, yeah, it's probably not happening.
Jesse makes a good point in chat. I mean, you might. It's possible. You just don't even swing this turn. It's optimal to not swing this turn, because then
I think so. Yeah.
You're just.
You don't want to sack a Typhlosion this turn.
Yeah, and that's
feed the monkey.
What looks like is. Well,
you sack the Cyndaquil.
Oh, okay. Joe's knocking out an Impidimp here.
Okay, with Counter Catcher. I like that.
Yeah, okay, fine. I like this. This is understandable. I still don't like going down a Typhlosion, but you've got an extra Quilava to go, so it's fine.
So if Joe, like, from the jump of this turn was like, all right, I'm just gonna get 2 Ethans in the discard pile and Counter Catcher, then
this makes sense.
Then this line makes sense, because you're saying like, okay, I'm thinning my deck of all the Ethans and all of that, because I'm looking for Counter Catcher. Like, and that makes sense.
Yeah. Evening up on prizes, and you did have to extend two prizers on your board, so it can be a little tricky, but overall, I like this vision. But the thing is, Tony has that Artisan in play, so you can just go grab potentially a third Impidimp, unless, similar to games in the past, he's prized.
This game's going to be close, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
It's going to be close, bro. Be real close.
Tony grabbing another monkey here. Gonna bump his own for the Spike Myth. And we're gonna see the Frostlass come down, so that is a huge double-edged sword here. It's gonna ping for a lot of damage on Joe's side, because he's got the Pidgeot and the Fez up. But also it puts Grimmsnarl into... It makes it much easier. And and we see a boss on the Fez. Now we're going to see a Spike Myth for hopefully an Impidimp. But if not...
Bro, if there's no other Impidimp right now, that'd be so crazy.
Yeah, it makes this game a lot tighter. And it looks like there's not. So Tony just going to kind of live for the next couple turns with this one Grimmsnarl.
Yeah, Tony's I overextended, you know?
I think it all came from that secret box, man.
I'm saying. Overextended with the secret box. Like,
If
did
you
it
can
need...
secret box this turn, you get a guaranteed like Super Rod or Night Stretcher to get the impotent back.
I know, right? And the thing is, the thing is that Joe is like not interacting with your hand because he's playing Ethan's, right? So like,
You got 2 Iono, that's it.
so Tony like could have over the course of the last couple turns like could have stacked his hand more and saved the secret box in deck. And yeah, I just I feel like maybe a little bit too aggressive with the secret box early on.
Yeah, but I mean, the time does favor Tony here if you're going to be able to go punch the active for 180 and spread 30 somewhere else. That lines up a 3 prize turn down the line, which can be scary for Joe. Because, I mean, again, once the timer hits 0, everything becomes a lot more real. And I don't, again, we're putting damage on the Pidgeot. And if it's to set up a Devo play, then sure. But,
Well, that's why it's there.
I mean, yeah.
It's there for a Devo play for sure. That's for sure what's happening.
But I think if I were Tony, I'd be prioritizing knocking out these Typhlosions. Because, I mean, I don't know. Pidgeot's good, but it can't do damage. Once you get the Typhlosions out, they're protected from the Frostlass, and they've got 170 HP, which is a lot for this deck to go through.
It is. For a single prize, yeah.
We're going to see Bonded by the Journey grabbing another Ethan's Adventure, so...
Did Joe prize any? That's what I want to know.
That's the big question. And he's used the one Ultra Ball, or one of his 3 Ultra Balls. So we're going to see a quick search come down. Just being able to search your deck for any one card.
Let's see. Oh, no prized Ethans.
Huge. And that means...
Dude.
And the Arven.
This thing is getting knocked out,
yeah, this
bro.
thing's down. That's it. Oh, man. You're going to be able to grab the Brave Bengal and the Ultra Ball to get both in the discard.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's going down, bro. Yes.
All you need is a balloon or something to get this Fez out the active.
It's going down right now.
Yeah, so many outs to get to this number because of the Frostlass being in play.
Yeah, the Frostlass is going to bring the Grimmsnarl down to 300 hit points. 280 is what the Typhlosion is swinging for. So you need to close that gap of 20 somehow. It's going to be Gravity Mountain or Brave Bengal. And it looks like off of the Arven, it's going to be Brave Bengal and Secret Box. And this is a great use of Secret Box, folks, right here. Secret Box, discard 3 other cards from the hand. It's going to allow Joe to go get the Stadium and an additional tool that he needs. So maybe a tool to retreat the active Pheasantipede, a Stadium, Gravity Mountain to bring the Marnie's Grimmsnarl HP down by 30, and then the Ethan's Typhlosion is going to be able to take a knockout. Secret Box also providing the additional effect of discarding 3 cards from hand, and we see Joe decided to discard Arven and 2 Ethan's Adventure, and things are shaping up perfectly here for Joe. This is a really well executed game.
Here's the thing, though. That Frostlass is still taking damage onto the Fez, which is 2 prizes that will equal out basically on this Grimmsnarl. So
But what if Joe gets Picnic Basket?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. Could have been Picnic Basket, bro.
I would love to see the Picnic Basket.
Maybe he didn't have Air
prized.
Balloon or something, yeah.
But, yeah, so now it's a little spooky. Because now Devo is taking 3 prizes for Tony.
How?
You're knocking out the Pidgeotto, and then you're going to knock out the
Fez between turns.
Fez with residual. So you got to be a little careful here, but I think as long as you can just let these Typhlosions kind of steamroll you through the rest of this game, you're looking all right.
For sure. And, Joe probably loses Quick Search next turn. But at this point, it doesn't matter. He's got the inevitability. He's got the Typhlosions.
There's the second Typhlosion. I like that. Just not letting it get ticked by a potential Frostlass. There's
Air
the
balloon was in hand. No, didn't get
both Brave Bengals
didn't
down.
get the basket, dude.
Yeah, basket was in deck.
Both Brave Bengals down.
There's the Gravity Mountain. I like seeing Gravity Mountain now on a turn like this where it makes it a lot more difficult for Tony to stabilize, but it's just a clean knockout for 310 damage.
Skadoosh. Just like that.
Buddy Blast with the Brave Bengal. So much alliteration happening.
Huge damage there from the Ethan's Typhlosion. 310 with the assistance of Brave Bengal, and 4 Ethan's Adventure in the discard pile. Joe Rowe now just 3 prizes away from the League Cup win. But Tony, not going to go down without a fight. However, does not have a backup attacker right now, and things are starting to get dire.
I mean, Tony, you're going to take 2 prizes going into Joe's next turn here because of the Frostlass.
That's true. The Frostlass will ping and finish off the Pheasantipity, right?
Yeah, but once, and you know for a fact Joe's got energy in hand to retreat this this Cyndaquil. I think you need a Devo here to stop that Pidgeot from being able to quick search again. And then we see the second. Ooh, okay, so it looks like, I mean, if Tony can't get down another Impidimp this turn, you've got to try and win it with monkey moves.
Well, that's what it looks like. Except
Yeah.
there are no Darkness Energy on these monkey yet.
Yeah, this is just, it's not looking good.
And time is
Taken down. We're real
yes,
close.
it is. Time is ticking, folks. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. About 3 minutes, something like that. Pretty sure I started my clock very close.
I think Tony here is checking the evolution lines here, if either have been rare candied, but there's at least one Darkness Energy. We could see, there's a Nest Ball. We could see a monkey move onto, I mean, I'm hoping that monkey move goes on to something that's not the, I'm hoping it goes on to one of the 2 Typhlosions, because you really need to start racking up damage on those 2 now. 4th Monkey Dory.
Yeah, I think Tony is saying, I'm going to go single prizers. I'm going to try and eventually devolve you. But is there enough damage in play? And keep in mind, Joe has not used his Picnic Basket yet. And the Picnic Basket, again, is just going to be a real thorn in Tony's side.
Yeah.
The Picnic Basket, I mean, it has been like the clutch card for Joe.
Yeah, we see the Fez going down between turns.
Yep. More damage counters getting pinged. But again, Picnic Basket here just, I mean, heals a lot of this. Not everything. I mean, the Pidgeot will still have enough damage on it to be devoed.
Yeah, but I think the more important thing is just getting all the damage off these Monkey Dories. But what stinks for Tony, you just don't have enough Darkness Energy in play to get through 2 Typhlosions in this amount of time. You've got, Joe's gonna go down to 2 prizes here for sure.
Yep.
I don't think there's enough gas in the tank. Unless there's a world where Tony actually doesn't Devo and puts enough damage counter on the Pidgeot to take 2 prizes. There's a possibility of that happening.
Keep in mind, Tony plays Blood Moon, right?
I No.
No, he
Tony
was the
just-
list who did not play Blood
This
Moon.
was the one one list that did not play Blood Moon.
Yes, okay. This is the one list that, like, 2 of the other Grimmsnarl lists in top 8 played Blood Moon or Ursaluna. Tony's list does not. I think time is just getting ready to expire.
And there it
And
goes.
there it goes. We see Michael saying, okay, Joe is turn 0.
It's usually you don't want to be turn 0. You want to have the last turn of the game, but I think for Joe, you're going to for sure go down to 1 prize. So it's on to Tony here if you can take 2.
Right.
And if I'm Joe here, I'm going to try and mitigate as many possibilities as I can. I'm going to see Retreat of the Cyndaquil into the Typhlosion, and
this is plus 3 turns.
I mean, here's the thing.
Plus 1 turns does not go into effect until September. So this is plus 3 turns still, folks.
Boss on the Frostlass. No Picnic Basket here might be really bad because then it gives Tony the possibility of moving enough damage onto this active and a Devo for 2 prizes.
Oh, yeah. You betcha. All right. Now Tony is turn 1.
I mean, you just need another Darkness Energy and Devo.
Right.
And the thing is, another thing, Gravity Mountain could go against Joe Rowe here.
Me forgetting about that. Holy smokes. It makes it so that, yeah, his stage 2 Pokemon have 30 less hit points too, right?
Yep.
So Ethan's Typhlosion's only got 140. I don't know that matters, but
But the Pidgeot could. If you don't Devo here, there's an Arven. That's for sure. That can at least grab E-Search and Devo, potentially.
all right.
Unless
What is he
Devo's-
cooking?
There's
no,
Devo.
there's Devo right there. So you're going to knock out the Pidgey, but he can't knock out the Ethan's Typhlosion, right? Because Quilava has 100 hit points.
Oh, true. Yeah, none of these have been rare candied out.
Yeah, so
Oh, you're not going to be able to do enough. Wait. If you move... No, yes, you will. If you move 60 onto the active, it's going to have 90. And then a Devo brings it down to Quilava, so you have the Frostlass ping.
holy smokes, dude. Frostlass kills. That's crazy.
Yeah, so Tony has... Okay, so both of these players are going to go down to 1 prize.
Oh my god, dude. Then it's
think-
going to be golden prize win. So like Tony needs to set himself up to have an Impidip.
I don't know. I think the monkeys might be enough to knock out the Cyndaquil. The Cyndaquil on Joe's bench is, might lose it for him.
Yeah, because you're right. Tony is actually just like honing in on the darkness. Yeah, just saying like, okay, it's got to be darkness on monkeys. Here we go. We're going to go Devo.
The thing, though, is you're losing an energy
'Cause
this
you
next
will
turn
get
because your monkey
knocked
will
out.
get knocked out.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're going to see...
All right, this is crazy. Yup. And Tony is making the correct play. Great line here from Tony. Seeing the vision. He's seeing the vision. He's cooking, bro.
Yeah, just no Impidimp, though. No Impidimp. Kind of brutal. And we're going to see the Devo. For 2
Devo.
prizes.
Tony goes to 2 prizes, right?
Now turn 2
Turn
of
2
time.
of time. So Joe has...
Yeah, so this active gets knocked out. 10 goes onto the bench Quilava now, which
Yep.
could be huge.
All the monkeys take more. Holy crap, dude.
Pidgeotto goes down. But now, okay. Oh, all 4 Ethans are in the discard, so no Ethans to play with from Joe. Let's see. I think you for sure have to evolve this active. I mean, just benching the Cyndaquil might be the thing that loses you this game.
How so?
If you just get enough damage with the monkey moves.
You can't, dude.
You can't.
He's not playing Energy Switch, right?
You can't.
He's not playing Energy Switch.
I don't know if Joe knows that.
But
It's just
we
not,
know
it's
that.
just not. Yeah, it's just not possible.
We know that. So what's the hypothetical win con for Tony even?
I'm not seeing anything.
So say Joe just goes evolve, knock.
Okay.
What?
If you can Gust the Cyndaquil and move 60 to it, you can Budu for 10.
You are correct.
There's the win con.
With a boss, it needs to be an
Yeah, it
actual
has to be a boss.
not a counter catcher.
That might be the win con that presents itself here. If Joe doesn't evolve this into a Quilava. If Joe evolves this into a Quilava, then there's going to be
Things are going to get
90
funky.
on it, so you're going to be 10 short even with the Budu.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We got ourselves a finals here.
Yeah, just neither of these players have to misstep.
What a finals. Time has been called. We are in plus turns. So,
Joe for sure has to take this knockout.
oh, he will. Yep. Here comes Typhlosion. Joe's going to tie it up at 1-1 prizes. If Tony can take... Ooh, Iota to 1, bro.
That's brutal. I don't think there's a way to come back from that. You can't get the 3 pieces you'd need.
Huh.
You need a hard gust, you need Budu, and you need a dark energy.
Or what if it's Fez?
There's the knockout.
Knockout. 1-1 prizes.
Let's see what happens. The damage all
Oh
ticks
my
up.
gosh. So close.
Rescue Stretcher. Could that get you Fez?
It's Night Stretcher.
Or yeah, Night Stretcher.
I
They
think
got
Fez-
GLC brain.
I think Fez is in deck. Not in the discard
It's not
pile.
in the discard.
And you can see he's 10 damage short of the win. With double Monkey Dory, he's 10 damage short of the win on that Cyndaquil. This is so nuts. Just 10 damage shy of the win.
No option to use Adrenabrand or
Reading the stadium,
yeah.
making sure he's not missing anything. Night
can't
Stretcher.
use Mind Bend. You got no option for Psychic Energy. It's just... Oh, man.
Scanning the discard one more time, making sure that there's nothing he's missing. He's got Night Stretcher. He can move 6 damage counters to the bench Cyndaquil.
Unfortunately for Tony, it's got 70 and extends the hand. That's the game. Joe Rowe takes your full grip games. Q1 League Cup with Ethan's Typhlosion.
Yes, huge congratulations to Joe Rowe on the win. That was a very close finals. Well played by both players. Ethan's Typhlosion Pidgeot taking the win. Huge congratulations to Joe. This is certainly a big win for him at Full Grip Games. He's been a local, has been coming here for a long time, and it's really exciting to see him take home a big tournament, over 30 players, and really happy for him. So big congratulations, and also well played by Tony. Awesome to see the Ethan's Typhlosion deck, a deck that I did not have on my radar as being a top play for today's Cup. Take the whole thing. And I know Joe's got to be stoked with that. The playmat win, the $225 store credit as well. And that's going to do it for the stream, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Cole, for joining me.
Of course. Happy to join.
It was a lot of fun. I've got some Gym Leader Challenge coming up this upcoming Wednesday. I'm going to have Spence from the Cardboard Warriors Discord join me for some tabletop gameplay. And then Cole will be joining me 2 Wednesdays from now for RSPK tabletop gameplay on Wednesdays. I'm going to try and make the Wednesday tabletop gaming sessions like more of a thing, like regular, Wednesday daytime streams. That's something that I'm trying to get cooked up here for the fall and the winter. I would like to be doing those regularly, kind of like a Wednesday daytime show. Think of it. And then also Mega Evolution 6K doubleheader. Registration's live now. Make sure to check that out on fullgripgames.com. Also, huge shout out to sponsor Dragon Shield. You can get 5% off your order on dragonshield.com with code TrickyJim. Make sure to check it out. See you guys next week. Thank you all so much for watching. We're out of here.